So now let's talk about the quality of consciousness, because it's also important. The circumstances, the way we die, is important. Our box of Pandora, big, full, or just normal, or empty. And the quality of our consciousness, because this quality of consciousness is depending or is determining the way we are aware of the process of death and dying. For example, if I am very conscious by doing a lot of meditation in my life, by doing, for example, ayahuasca and clear my box of Pandora, or I did a lot of therapy, or some other way, but I'm really a little bit aware about myself and my consciousness. And then at the moment that I'm dying, and suppose that I don't have medication, but just lying on a bed and my body is dying and I'm going through this process, then I start with a big bright light, and then I'm going into the light and going through the light and come to the next stage. And that's not the post-traumatic stage, but it's more an easy, joyful state of being, and then go through different layers of the spiritual world. Now, the quality of this consciousness is very determining on what happens during the process of death and dying and afterwards. You can imagine that when you are dying and you got a lot of medication, morphine, for example, or other medication, then your consciousness is a little bit confused, troubled. Maybe you're totally unconscious. It's also possible. So the quality of consciousness is very, very important for the process of death and dying. And when you go through the process of death and dying with full awareness, then even the process of death and dying can be very joyful. And when you go into surrendering to the process and go through the death and dying, then you will come also in those realms of the spirit or spiritual worlds where so many books are talking about. And that's a perfect way to die.